What's going on, guys? It's Ryan and welcome back to another vlog. Today's exciting because I have some really cool new gear that's come in the mail today. So I gotta show you guys that. It's some lighting gear for photo and vid. Oh gosh.
What's up, guys? It's Jordan here. Follow me on Snapchat. You know what to do. Just hit it.
What you guys just saw was me running over to Lowe's and grabbing what looks like just a bunch of PVC piping. Let me show you what I'm gonna do with that here, guys. So even though this looks like just a ton of pieces of PVC, it all has a very strategic use. Just got this, which is diffusion material. Now, so what I'm gonna be doing with all of this is assembling basically a large square frame, and then this diffusion material is gonna go over that and create what we call a scrim. And a scrim is basically a large piece of diffusion that you stick in front of lights to soften up that light source. It works extremely well, and these frames bought from like a major manufacturer in the photo and video game typically are hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Usually because obviously they're built very well and they can compact and condense down to really small sizes, and they have nice carrying cases and whatever. But you know what? When we're balling on a budget, PVC makes it happen. Hell yeah. All right, check it out. So we've got the frame built. It is a 5x5 square. The major manufacturers that manufacture frames like these often sell them in like 4x4, 8x8, and sometimes even larger. So now I can pull out my diffusion material. By the way, guys, bought this on Amazon, super cheap. I'll have a link down to it in the description. And this is a really large piece of diffusion. If I'm not mistaken, it's 5 by 20 feet. And I bought a shit ton of it specifically because I wanted to use it for multiple purposes, this being one of them. Okay, so I have these really big windows here that have a lot of amazing natural light coming through them, but the problem is the sun's almost direct on them, so it's really harsh light. This big scrim that I've made is the perfect diffusion for a scenario like this, so let's do some tests and see what we can come up with here. So basically what I've done is I've built the frame and then set it up in front of this large window, which has a lot of really nice natural light coming through it. Put it onto these stands with these nice little convenient elbow adapters I made, and then just clamped the diffusion material over the frame. Now, what I am going to be doing is actually cutting this material to specifically fit over this frame perfectly, and then sewing like a hem into it so it can just slide over the piping and I don't have to clamp it every time. But this is the basic concept that we have here. But the problem is because the sun's kind of directly up there in the sky, the light coming through it is extremely harsh. So I'm gonna set the camera up on the tripod there, and then I'm also going to use this, this white bounce card to bounce some light back onto Jordan here, which should fill in because this is a very strong key light. And I'll show you what I mean here. So we get this really super clean soft light just like this, opposed to, pull that up for me, gross, disgusting, harsh light like this. Not good, not good. God damn.
My girl, I wish I never met her. Oh yeah, right now I never could forget her. I was feeling down, but she got me feeling better. So I'll twist her up in another love saying, dear gorgeous, I really missed ya.
So guys, it's come to my attention that a lot of people are sort of missing a very crucial fundamental when it comes to getting better and creating better photo and video. A lot of people will invest their hard-earned money into new cameras and new lenses, but will oftentimes skimp out on a very crucial fundamental. And that crucial fundamental is things like lighting. What I mean by this, even though I may have a great camera with an awesome lens, without proper lighting, that camera and that lens isn't going to be doing really any justice that it should be doing. Add something like this, which is a fairly basic and inexpensive LED panel. Pick it up off Amazon. Again, link down in the description. That's actually one of the new toys that I just got today, and you can really make your video stand out and shine. What I have going on here, which is basically this LED panel shining directly at this wall, causing a really nice big bounce and fill in the room, which certainly makes the lighting look better. If I spent some time to actually kind of refine this setup and tweak it, we can get a much different result. So let's see what we can do. Boom! Check this out. Literally all I did maybe took me about 2 minutes, but it was simply a matter of repositioning the light for one, and then adding diffusion in front of the light, just like we talked about in the beginning of this video, which is going to create this much softer, more flattering light that for one is going to fill me more evenly and allow me to separate and stand out from the background, but for two, it's going to create a much more dynamic scene that just has more character to it. You can make these lighting setups even more interesting by picking up something from the grocery store. This is foam board, or I think some stores will carry it as poster board. It's a white opaque surface, meaning it's not transparent, unlike the diffusion that we have here, so light that hits it is going to bounce back, hence the name bounce card. I stick it up just like this, and you'll notice on this side of my face there's just a little bit more fill, creating a much more even sort of look, opposed to this, which is kind of dramatic. Some people may prefer a look like this, really sort of dramatic highlights and shadows, but then add that fill back in and you just get a much more even look. So what exactly am I trying to get at here by telling you guys all this information about lighting and the products and stuff that I'm using? I really feel as though a lot of people should spend a little less time looking and saving money investing in some new camera, a new lens, and maybe consider some of the smaller but much more crucial variables like their lighting. Now, you don't necessarily need to go out and buy, you know, expensive LED panels or anything like that. You can take advantage of the light that you have around you. It's something that I've been doing more recently, and I'm super fascinated by. What we were doing downstairs literally was coming from a window and just a piece of diffusion in front of it. That literally costed me $20 and gave me an incredible look that I'm super stoked on, and honestly I might start shooting downstairs some more. And then a setup like this where I'm just basically using an LED panel and then some diffusion in the front of it, maybe in total costs like $120, and I'm shooting at the dead of night and creating some beautiful light. Anyways, it's been a little bit of a rant, but I think this is some super valuable information that a lot of you guys should be able to implement and make a difference in your videos. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and